couple tomes real quick. Hello.
You logged off.
Maybe. I mean, if the lag decides to let us go. I think Butters may be the one that's got them. So I have a bunch of like +2, +3 tomes, I think. That are fairly unlikely that they're going to get used. So we'll see what we can throw over there towards your direction pretty easy.
Hey, Butterscotch logged on.
Yep. Anyway, hello and welcome to tonight's stream. I'm, of course, your host, Samius. Shoes over there.
I should get my stream up and running and we can do a multi again.
That's fine. Whatever do you want to do, darling? Oh, I'm tired of my shit hurting, though. Well, Faley came home and it sounds like they had a pretty exciting day. So I have an upgrade tome of Charisma 2 to 3. I've got a +1 tome, a +1 spot tome, a couple of like little +1 tomes, a +3 con tome that I think I probably bought out of the bank. So I have a Charisma tome 2 to 3 that I will pull out and set aside for you. I thought I had some like legit.
Looks like I'm on the last quest in the series in the chain while you look for those.
I don't know, I was looking for something and I realized that I had a bunch of tomes that I was never going to end up using. And I was like, oh, I should be sure to keep an eye on that. And then I completely lost track. Because the odds of me making a new character are pretty slim, I think. Are people gonna trickle in? I was getting junk for people leaving when there are still people watching, and now it's nobody's here. Also, I have these really crazy canine teeth. I don't know if you guys ever get a chance to see them, but they're really angled in. And they continuously push on the 4 teeth in the middle, on the bottom. I think one of them has decided it's going to break. Like I'm constantly getting chips, but I also have I cut the inside of my tongue just sitting in my mouth. I'm like, oh, that's no bueno. A big ol' chunk came out earlier tonight when I was finished eating. I was like, oh man, did I bite on something real bad? I don't think so. I think it's just that pushing up against the other tooth just chipped it. It's crazy. It's crazy. Alright, well, I'll check one more person and then I'm just going to get back on Sam and look at getting a little bit of XP coming in. Hopefully everyone's having a good time. I realized I had a really long stream this afternoon that was essentially After Dark, except the topics of conversation weren't quite the same. So, I'm just, I don't know, I don't want to say like I'm tapped out, but I'm definitely in a case of bleh. I'm always worried about the family when they're driving around at night. They're not home. So now they're home, quietly watching Survivor in the other room. I'll probably drift off to Sleepville peacefully. Hopefully I will too when the time comes. I'm not seeing any more tomes. Oh, here's a +1 int tome. Here's a +3 con tome. Came out of the raid or something probably. That bank is full. Of course the bank is full. Why wouldn't the bank be full? The bank is always bloody full.
Alright. Looks like we're going now.
Oh boy. Alright. Swap him back over to Samius and we'll pass you an item or two and then we'll get started on that XP like usual.
Destroy 20 XX. That's what she said.
Oh, I thought you said you're on the end.
That's the end for me.
Lobsters don't die or age. They die due to external causes. They get fished by humans, eaten by seals, or depleted by parasites, but they don't seem to die from within. Seems weird and freaky, doesn't it?
I don't know about the lobsters, huh?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything, John Doe. John Doe. Jon Snow.
They're very cannibalistic.
Well, they're murdering their heart. I mean, clearly they have to be. Otherwise, how else would they live for so long if they don't feed on the blood of their enemies? Right? You gotta feed on the blood of your enemies. Oh. I also feel like I probably have better something to put on than what I have on right now, but...
Huh, I didn't know I could actually hit Whisper Doom. Thought she always took 0 damage no matter what.
Mm-mm. She just doesn't die. Approaching Nirvana. Okay.
I just killed her.
Well, good job.
I didn't think you could kill her.
Apparently you can. I remember taking her when the level cap was 14 and like going crazy trying to kill her early.
So fast that there was no way to possibly kill her, and she had this amazing DR that you couldn't get through. I don't know. Whatever. She died.
Alright, well, I've got a couple of those tomes for you. I'm gonna put them in the shared bank. If you decide you want them, I'll pull them out.
Tomes. I mean,
Like I
if
said,
you're just gonna chomp them up into something and you have no use for them, then I'll make use of them. But I really don't care much about them.
Again, I was just trying to think of something that would make sense to... Again, like I said before, I'd made a mistake, I think, and turned in another kind of tome into crap because I didn't need it. But had I thought about it a little bit more, it would have made a good sense to give to you kind of situation. Kind of like this one here. This +3 con tome is the same deal.
I'll leave him, but...
Oh, you will. Put it right in you.
125 more DDO points.
While we wait for Shu, let's do that thing that I try to do at the start of the video where we kind of talk about the build a minute. The build is essentially based around the idea of swashbuckling for modifying a dagger, as well as making big double strike damage, stuff like that, or double strike attacks. And then we also have these points in Vishanti Knife Fighter, basically to increase its damage and do all sorts of stuff. So our base double strike is 21. We attack with this, it goes to 51. We hit these two buttons, it goes up to 101. That's basically the key of the build, is that we just attack like a crazy person all the time. We're basically set up via crits. If we can't crit the monster, we kind of do nothing. And if we don't use our dagger, we do nothing. But so far, so good. It's been reliable. Shu's got a couple of quests where he's out-killed me. I've got a couple of quests where I've out-killed him, and I mean, it's a matter of getting through the stuff. Barb just wants to get back to Meridian and get started, but I also want to get you this tome of hit points.
Tome.
I got 7 minutes on my hireling, so I think I'm just gonna go get started on Ritsack, and then you can meet me when you're ready. How does that sound? Well, Simon says you're here. I don't see you anywhere. Where you at, fool? Ouch. Here, stop. Let me trade you this before I run away. And like I said, I found a +2 to +3 charisma. And I have a +1 charisma, so if we happen across a +1 to 2 for a reasonable price in the auction house or whatever, we can get you to +3 charisma, which maybe doesn't seem like the best thing right now, but...
See what that takes my con to. I got 28 con right now. Takes me to 29. Woo!
How did 28 become... Did you already have a +2 con tome?
I did.
Oh, well. Here, I thought you had nothing.
Con it. It's the first thing that I pick up with my favor.
Well, I thought you were going to pick up an int tome to use that +2 to +3 int. Maybe that was before I realized you had, or before I gave that one to you or something. I don't know, whatever.
So what are we running?
I'm heading to Ritual Sacrifice right now. In the most, like, indirect method possible. Alright. Let's actually teleport to the right spot. Here we go.
That's in Korthos, right? Hey, Steelmaster. Welcome to the stream.
Once again, it's in Meridia.
Got chlamydia? What?
I mean, I could. What's the symptoms of chlamydia? You know. Hey, also, while I'm thinking about it, tonight's stream, would be sponsored at the heroic level of support and better, currently by Mehav Clap, Tobrel, Lawrence, and Bantha Fodder. So that's just one of the things I'd like to start doing here every stream, give or take, as we're going to be rolling out more and more ways to support the stream at different financial levels, with a way to kind of, you know, give some perks for those who either support via a Twitch subscription or hopefully the newly installed Patreon page. We don't have everything quite set up yet. You know, I'm discussing with Shu exactly how some of this stuff will work, but I'm hoping that we'll be able to figure it out pretty soon. Whew. My son doesn't like tomatoes like I don't like tomatoes. And apparently every place he went today to buy food, they put tomatoes on his food basically without telling him. Apparently that was the biggest disappointment of the day. How sad and disappointing. So you've been doing a bunch of quests that you probably didn't need any healing support on. Do you have a healer now? As we move back into real quests.
Thoughts. Probably brought out Ellery.
Well, I only mention it so you could always jump back to Meridia before you head this direction. You know what? How are you? How dire is it that we do this on 2 skulls for you today, Shu? Like I'm just in like phone it in mode right now. I still need 10,000 Reaper XP.
Do it on 1. That's what you're saying.
I kind of want to do it on 1, yes. I'll do it on 2 if you insist, but I'm perfectly willing to just go in on the solo. And if you're on if we're on 1, I can get you started already. Gotta make sure he's far enough away he doesn't like run in on 3. Alright, well he didn't say no, please let's do 2 skulls, so I'm gonna start it on 1.
You wanna do it on 3 skulls? Is that what you said?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh no, some person already started it. Nina, why? How dare you, sir?
Restarter.
I just gave myself Featherfall for absolutely no reason. That's the mental state I'm in right now. Oh no, I zoned out for a little bit and started watching Iron Man 2 because I had just watched Iron Man 1 a couple of days ago. And turns out I don't have Iron Man, any of the Iron Mans on digital. I was kind of shocked.
And this is my turn. I think so.
Well, I stand corrected. I have Iron Man, let's call it 6.
I like...
Iron Man does Aunt May. otherwise known as Super Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Oh man, I wish you could break up so bad.
You wish I didn't break up so bad? I wish you didn't break up so bad.
It's hard to do.
I don't understand. Like we had, it was finally working earlier, wasn't it? Let me...
Until the last week, we didn't have any issues whatsoever. It's something in the last week.
Can't think of anything that has changed in the last week.
Horribly broken.
Except maybe the routers decided it wants to reset. Let me jump out of Discord, reset it, and try coming right back. Again. I returned. He's like, it's not any better. Alright, now I'm getting a little weirded out. Where are the peoples?
I hope you went right.
I mean, you'll find out soon enough. No, that's left.
Go right.
Hey, Ritz, excellent. Thanks for being a person.
Skull, what more do you want?
Might not be a full super late stream tonight. I might just go until... Might just do like 2 hours tonight. I'm really tired. I might even be able to sleep. The video's been okay. I haven't been sleeping worth a crap, but I don't think that that's anything different. And Shu's been trying to murder me, so that's always fun.
I have not.
But we're 18, almost 19, so...
Cap at any time.
Another...
Or I can hit 20 at any time.
Nice. Yeah, I'm close. I'm at 33... 3.32. If I had a big old XP potion, I'd drink it. Okay. Well, level 3 will probably be sometime next week. I make no promises exactly as to when. But it's not going to be very long. That first day, even when I take level, when I TR, I start to play. I'm probably level 5 or 6 in like 2 hours. So, but I also I cheat as far as I can. So keep that in mind. Speaking of cheating, apparently there's a Reaper over here where I make my jump at.
Stupid hire.
up this mess back here, I guess, since I made at least part of it.
The corner. Still can't get out. I think I'm stuck in the wall. Oh, there we go.
There we go. There's that heal. And I jumped down into the water. Exquisite timing, as always. That's right. Also, my diffuser stopped just a minute ago. I'm not going to bother to put more in it now, but I probably should. Some of that stuff really does help with the migraines. You're the danger. Oh, you're dead now, so I guess it's fine. Alright, let me hack and slash one or two more of these things here, and I'll be ready to raise your hireling, at least. Where did she go? Oh. That was weird. Oh, you also found a Carnage Reaper. I didn't know that. Hey, King of Strings. Welcome to tonight's stream. Samius After Dark. And Shu too.
Basically, do you think they will update the AI hirelings? Or is it something just not able to do?
Personally, I feel like it's probably a matter of they didn't really think it through that much, and they can fix it. What do you think, Shu?
I just think it's not something that the current development team has much interest in doing, which is why it hasn't gotten done.
See, I have the feeling that it's probably that AI, they want to do it, I think, but I don't think I think they feel like it's gonna be an expensive project, because I don't think they really have the best way to do it.
I think it would be a pretty extensive project to fix the AI properly.
Well, that's just it. I mean, that's the exact reason why they said they didn't do the pets, right? Because to do the pets right, it would take a lot of work, and it's a matter of paying for that work. And is there something that would get that work done, right? And I think they could probably do it quicker. I don't know. To me, it feels like a waste to work on druids and artificers without taking a crack at the pets.
Yeah, but they've worked on artificer without doing anything with pets. Well, I thought that was a waste. I thought that was a waste too, but they did it anyway.
Well, that's just it. So I think they've separated the two things in their mind. Right, wrong, and different. It's separate. Which tells me that it's a matter of more than just reworking some case statements and switches. Which I don't understand why it's more than some case switches and some options. You know, you get a counter, you randomly roll a die, or randomly generate a number. That number goes through the loop and decides what action it wants to take based off of some modifiers that you may plug in. And if you don't want to do the same thing similarly, you put some modifiers in there to say, okay, well, remember that you've just done this in such and such a time frame, and if it's this number twice in a row or 3 times in a row, whatever, however many times you skip it. I have the feeling what ends up happening now is it's more of like it tries to copy the enemy AI more than that, which for the most part is pretty dumb. I think figuring out a way to add more intelligence to the game is probably a good call. To me, it's a matter of semi-customized and semi-customizable case switches, case statements. You start with like, do I have a standing order? If I have a standing order, can I execute said standing order? If I don't have a standing order, roll a percentile. On 50 and lower, I attack the same thing that my master has attacked. What he's got targeted, I have targeted. On a 51 to, however many slots you want to put in there, then it does X instead. Then you just go through that switch statement. And I don't know how often you go through that switch statement. Maybe once every... It could vary. Like maybe a pet, it goes through it reasonably often. If it's somebody else, it goes through it a little more often. But personally, I think most of the AI stuff for the pets doesn't necessarily need changed. They just need buffed.
And then the final switch statement is, if the user account that summoned you is Shoemaker,
It just stop? The account that summoned you as Shoemakers and stop?
Yeah, just do nothing.
Well, I think that you have to have do nothing in there sometimes too, right? Like maybe it's a...
There's a lot of do nothing in there already.
Well, I mean, that's just it. It's a matter of...
Hey, your hireling healed me. My hireling doesn't do that.
But, again, I think it's a matter
Hopping along.
You have to figure out how often it's going to do something, and figuring out how you want to do it. If you want to do it by percentages, do you want to do it by random chance? Do you just want to go through a switch and have like an order? I think an order would be really good. Like everything has a default order.
I'm
and then
excited
you can
for the changes to Druid class.
Put in a swap in there.
Updates to Bear, Wolf, and Spellcaster Druid. Not particularly. Druid.
I would think you'd be at least a little bit more excited.
Excited that other people I'm excited other people will, you know, get them, but other than that, they do nothing for me personally.
There's nothing in there that doesn't make you want to play Druid. Currently this is on the Serlona server, and that's the only server I play on right now. Shu does a bunch of server hopping. He's a butterfly.
Tweedledee. Oh wait, no, you said butterfly.
I did. Not a kick-ass robin.
Dang it. 3 Fear Reapers. That should rack up the dots, right?
Probably.
Hey, at least they're all Fear Reapers. Instead of Carnage Reapers or something.
I feel like there's got to be something good. I haven't looked real close at the Druid tree, but a new animation on the bear just by itself has got to be pretty good. Trying real hard to keep your hireling alive here. Used to play on Kyber exclusively, but you haven't for about a year. Play reprogram. I have to reprogram my brain on the builds and stuff. I have the feeling it's probably more like riding a bike than you might think.
Trash.
Is it trash night too?
Thursday.
Those 2 baggies right there, sir. Hey, the black container with the chicken bones is by the Berkey.
Chicken bones, those are my favorite.
Yeah, I used some leftover wings.
Apparently Steelmaster is excited for bear updates.
To make some dinner. Yeah, I think the bear update will be good. I tried several times to make the bear update good. And I was always like a dog caster-ish build on Java. So it'll be nice to see what happens, but Java's currently sitting on cleric, so
I need to be able to use rune arms.
come on, man, you just do them like me. You just turn off your druid power when you want your rune arm, right? I was so mad when I realized that. At myself for not knowing it. A little bit at DDO for... It's so weird. I like the option to do melee over casting, but at the end of the day, I basically play a melee and I pretend that I'm casting sword a lot. And I still think that, for the most part, a quick couple of buffs to the hirelings as our hirelings / pets as they are right now in the game would make a huge difference.
Steelmaster says, as it's a metal offhand shield weapon, probably breaks Druidic Oath, so I would guess not. They don't all contain metal. There's a lot of them that are also made of wood and just organic all around.
They're all gems, according to
there's no metal in them whatsoever.
To the device.
Nation of Madness, for example, is all organic material. The one from the Druid's Chain is all organic material.
But also, it's a matter of amount of metal. If you read the Druid Oath in the players, or even in game when it talks about the Druid Oath, it's like the quantity of metal, really. It's kind of like the same argument. What was it? There's a enhancement, I think, coming in the new Arty tree, where you're basically making yourself even more robot-y. And there's basically a stance that you can move into, I think, and while you're in that stance, you lose the ability to evade. Like, you're just too heavy. I'm like, what? I've been working my whole life to do this, and I can't build a spring in my step? That seems kind of silly.
Lose evasion?
Yeah.
It's not even a stance. It's not even a toggle stance. It's a passive feat. You take it, and you're stuck with it unless you reset your enhancements. It's like, if it was a toggle, I would be okay with choosing if I want an additional 8 Constitution or Evasion. But I don't have the choice. It's if you take this, you will lose Evasion. Flat out, period. There's no toggle for it. And that's what I don't like about it.
Well, I'm trying to understand the logic in the world, right? That's what gets me. You know, oh yeah, it's because it's too heavy. You can't throw yourself out of the way. With my now giant robot legs, they're not strong enough to move my now slightly metal-ish body. I don't get it. So if my strength is 100, I can't throw my body to the side because it has 200 pounds of metal in it. That's the kind of things that make me go, what? Why? Like, have you never watched an episode of Full Metal Jacket? Or not Full Metal Jacket, Full Metal Alchemist? That mother trucker dodges all sorts of crap. This metal leg and metal arm. That side's clear. I forget, does your hireling have a death ward? Yes? No? Maybe?
I do not have death ward now.
Okay.
5 potions that I get from a daily roll, though.
Alright, let's do our best to keep probably 2 of those guys alive. Or what's his name to beat on. 2 of these archers. Let's see, I will eliminate 1. I will move past. Maybe just 1, actually. Yeah, I better just do 1. weaken one real good. Alright. I'll check on the guy real quick. He's fine. Dude, go fight the archers. Go for an archer. Don't piss off the air elementals and the enemy casters. Go pick on an archer. Perfect. All right. Looks good. I'm gonna send her after him just to be on the safe side. Keep him from ever casting the spell. Bing, bing, bing. Nice. Excellent. Let's see, Draculetta's playing. And Shu is playing.
Yeah, I was watching him before we started streaming.
Well, I'm at almost done with rank 89. But I'm a little ways away from like my next tier of this. So I'm probably just gonna recall, gather all my stuff, and I'll look at the quest list.
Excuse you.
Excuse me, what did I do now? What do we got? Show me the sweetness. Ooh, some guild renown. Show me the sweetness. That's not something you want, is it, Shu? Probably not, right? Once. Twice. Gilded down it is.
Of strength 8. That item is not available for examination.
Yep. It was just what it said. Con and strength 7 and 8.
It would be better than my mighty 6 bracers of Constitution 7.
Okay. I'll keep an eye on anything else like that. Bracers, you said? Alright, I will give you slightly longer to think about this one. Seeker 8, Accuracy 12. Goggles.
I actually didn't even hear you for the first one. I just noticed that you linked it after a minute.
Oh.
Did you deconstruct it or something?
No, it was an enemy reward option list.
Ah.
So basically I was just like, if you want it, say something. If you're not, I'm just going to move on. So are you interested in this accuracy seeker item?
It's better than these silly charisma goggles that I'm wearing.
Alright, I will grab them. And then I will secretly cut you inside. And then I'll get them to you in a second.
Typed here.
Raw! I got him for you. Alright, Shu, where you at?
Downstairs.
In the boat?
Yep.
Right there. You want to take 18? You're probably safe to take 18. once I deliver these.
I get 35k left to go.
Well, I'm gonna take 18. So.
18.
Yeah, I figure we'll go out to Shavrath. It's been a while since I've done those quests, and then take a look at things. Let me double check the quest log. Actually, there's two of us. We'll probably go out to Reaver's Refuge, actually, do the SOS flagging quests. I like them a lot. I just never think of a robot as a barbarian, I guess. So racist.
So speciesist.
I am. Don't like -2 con races, and I don't like Warforged barbarians.
You'd rather go drow barbarian.
Yeah, well, I mean, I got paid off.
Oh, what was I gonna do? Go to the 12? Go back to Meridia? Yeah, go to Meridia, then the 12. Then take 18.
I feel like 10 more hit points is probably more important than 6 more seconds of sleep. Oh, is this weapon bond something you gotta turn on? Woohoo! Plus 2 to all ability scores. Alright.
I don't know, but I've been told
Your papa's balls are really
steel weapons
old.
are mighty cold.
Seems unlikely that I would have another necklace now, but we'll check the necklace, we'll check the trinket, and then we'll be ready to go. So hearty, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, right? Yeah, so nothing there.
Who do you think is really great? Shoe is, yeah, shoe.
Hit points.
I'm cheering for you, Samius.
Yeah? I'm rooting
Min
for
level
you.
1. Min level 1, death block, shatter +1.
Does it look cool?
Min level 1, corrosion 33, solo guard 1. Min level 1, poisonous 1, elfbane 1. Death block belt with shatter isn't half bad for min level 1. Although you really don't need death block at min level 1, do you?
Probably not.
Yeah, I'll take the impressive. Because that's impressive!
So I've been switching to... By the way, hello, Thoughtgar. I've been switching to this evasive belt.
Yeah.
But then I lose my greater false life. So where was I putting greater false life then? On the builds when I use this. It seems odd.
Alright, so...
As always, if you'd like to join us, I'm probably only going to play for like another hour, hour and a half. Unless I just like catch a second wind perfectly. I'm really tired. But if you'd like to join us, Sarlona, level 18, hit us.
So, next life, what do I want to do?
Well, I think you want to do a racial into a human.
No, I mean, what do I want to do for a build? Actually...
No, I didn't get the Mimic because I only got 39 Mimic tokens before things quit.
You can make hand wraps now, right?
Maybe? I don't understand the question.
How am I not proficient with hand wraps? What is a basic, simple weapon that everybody is proficient with?
Sickle. Sickle and quarterstaff are the two big ones. Depends on whether or not you want to use a shield or if you want to use two hands. Hello, beefs.
Everybody's proficient with daggers, right?
Probably. False life is old gear.
I'd like it to be a bludgeon though, now that I think about it. Maybe a light mace?
I mean, that's what I picked for my Bolovia weapon or whatever. My first one was a light mace.
I'm gonna have to do some more farming for materials anyway. I need to think about it.
Well,
I want to make my first one be a triple positive with a raised clicky on it.
Ah, for green steels? Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, green steels.
Yeah, if you're gonna make green steels, I'd recommend...
I'd also like to make a... I'd like to make a triple negative, pair of goggles, maybe? I don't know where to put that anymore.
Yeah, I do triple negative goggles too, but...
And then I was thinking of, but I'm not sure where to put that anymore. I used to do bracers, but I've been told that that's not the best place to put it anymore.
To do what?
Concordant opposition?
Ah, no, that's what I still do. I still wear mine in my bracer slot. The only reason I swap out my bracer slot is because I have the permablur item. The thing is, that's 3 more strength. I'd like to figure out where I could put this greater false life. But I don't really think I have a spot for it unless I have a pair of armor with greater false life in it. Which is totally possible. But I don't know why I would put it there. That just seems like a weird place to put it. I can't imagine any place else I would have put it before level. It's fine. Yeah, but I'm not taking off. I always wear the invulnerability stuff.
Hey, I've got 2 large ingredient bags.
I gave you, yeah, I gave you one, remember? Ah, I bet you this. This is why. Okay. Alright, so these two go together. This Dragon Touch Shroud, probably because it didn't, the 10 healing amp didn't stack. That's probably what happened. Then this belt goes on, and that belt finally comes off. And that's 1 more dodge and 3 more strength. And that's this. That gives a Radiance Guard, and we increase our healing amp. That's why. Okay. I knew there was a reason. I'm not crazy. Not always aware of what my reasons are, but I'm not crazy. Alright. I'm going to grab an updated Hireling shoe, and then I'm going to go to...
I gotta take level 18.
Yeah, do it. That's what I'm saying. I took 18. I'll grab an updated Hireling and go to Reaver's Refuge.
Okay.
The hidey hole. Hidey hole. Stick a tiger in your toe. I'm gonna use the restroom and check on the wife in a second too. It surprises me that she didn't come in and say goodnight. She didn't. She went to bed. So, would you rather have Haystack or the half-elk favored soul? Or do you care? Alright. I'll grab this one then. And I'll link it to you so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna check under a second. She normally... yeah, this one's fine. She normally, would say goodnight before she takes off. So I'll be right back.
Seem to lost you in audio and Discord.
All right. I'm back. She just went to bed. Says I've lost Discord audio. Hello? Waka Waka? Hello? I hate it when Discord decides to be a poopy.
You there?
Yeah, I hear you. Can you not hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, okay. Well then there you go. If you can hear me and I can hear you, what's the problem? I don't understand. Just freaking me out? Would I rather be 4'5" or 7'7"? I'd rather be 4'5". I like shorts. Unless I have to stay at the same weight, in which case then I'd rather be 7'7". I'd rather not be bigger around than I am tall. I already feel that way a lot.
On my way. Cyber Atoll.
I want to be the first one to die. I would rather be the first one. I'm one of those people who I don't think I would do very well without my family, or my wife or son, or my close friends. Everyone else I could probably... deal with that loss. But, like the a-holes... We're not on DDO stream right now, are we? The a-holes I don't think I would do very well without. I know we're after dark, but I don't know if I'll put him in there. I said, I mean...
Could you...
What?
I said I'm mean.
You're mean? You're mean, you're bad. Yeah, I can't share. Shucks. I said I didn't raid DDO stream, so okay. Thank you. I didn't do it, but Shu sometimes does it. Sometimes I do it, but I didn't do it tonight.
There was somebody on it.
Would I rather have one wish granted today or 3 wishes granted 5 years from now? I'll take a wish today. I can make a wish, one wish work enough for 3 wishes. Oh, someone either got a follower, a rehost, or something. I heard incoming. I mean, if I had one wish... Could it be fantastic? Does it have to be, like, realistic?
One first.
Prey on the Hunter. I figure that's the easiest one for us to do. If it's a wish, I want to have the powers of Forge from the X-Men. I could basically just build any machine that I want out of anything. That's fair. If it needs to be semi-realistic, it'll be to speak and understand any and all languages. I think if you're just really clear, you can make a good wish. So like, example, Darkwing Duck, he had a wish, and he made the best wish.
Wished to get dangerous.
As I Carsus X Valley. I don't know what direction it is. I don't have that map on me. It depends on where I'm going. So my last trip from Gen Con was super bad. Oh, I can't do that one. And not only did my flight get delayed forever, we took off twice, and twice they had to go back to the same airport we took off from because the plane broke in air. So we ended up having to. We basically spent a whole day. We spent like, I don't know, like 12. No, it was more than 12 hours in the airport. And then they sent us home. So the next day, so we went back to the hotel, and then we went, and then we got to Chicago, and the plane tried to take off, and had to go back to Chicago twice, and they gave us a hotel voucher or whatever. I know. I'm real tempted to go. It's like $200 round trip to fly from here in Salina to Denver. Like, just always pay $200 more to fly out of Denver and just go where I want to go. Because going to Kansas City is a crapshoot. And Denver basically has connecting flights to everywhere. I'd rather be the worst player on any team, or the best team. Any team I'm having fun on. So flying in relatively bad weather is not that big of a deal, assuming you have a boot. So a boot is kind of like a rubber piece on the end of the leading edge of a plane that expands, and of course ice only has a certain size, right? So if this is the ice, this is the plane. So if you expand that, the ice has to go someplace, so it breaks and falls off. And then your plane is fine again. So if you have a boot, it's no big deal. It's only dangerous to fly inside weather when you don't have a boot. Because then the ice just keeps building and it breaks your hydrofoil, or your airfoil. So how an airplane works, for those of you who don't know, is called the Biori effect. I'm probably saying it wrong. She will probably correct me at some point. I don't know if I can simulate it with with one card. Okay, so this is your airfoil. I don't know how easy that is to tell, but the air going over the curved part has to go faster than the part going flat to get to the same area from the front of the wing to the back of the wing. So because that goes faster, it creates a suction above, so it sucks you up into the air. So that's how a airfoil works. And then flaps slow you down.
How does airflow work?
Yes, that is how airflow works. If you cut air, the air going has to basically split in both directions. But if you lower the wing, so the distance below down here to go from the leading edge to the bottom of the wing changes that angle, and it basically disrupts it. Pilots, yo. So did you detour to the beginning of the quest from there? If I take that detour, am I going to appear where I am? I don't know. I imagine 30 minutes late is probably easier than an hour ahead. But I couldn't imagine being 30 minutes late for work, so I guess I'd rather be an hour ahead. Where for a flight, you would never get anywhere. Yeah, I would want to be early. Are you... Okay, shoes on the move. I'm gonna just start going. We'll catch up. How is ShinCon? I like it. This will be the first year that I'm supposed to go, and we're not going. For college reasons. Yeah, but I can always use that time. Like, how much more time would I have to read? You know? Like... Just sit down, start reading on my phone. I'm hopefully going to be able to start going every year pretty soon. Well, every year that I want to go pretty soon, I'm hoping. I'm actually really tempted to try to do a... Damn it. Oh, that's your guy. Okay, that's fine. Do a event every year where we do stand-up. Just let people sign up for, like, nerd stand-up. See what happens. I mean, the most fun and memorable event that I can remember was the live reading of the Knights of the Dinner Table. That was my favorite event pretty much ever. Come on, dude. So, even if all you did was that, which I don't know if you could get away with without being a member of that company, but you probably could. That was so much fun. They were just literally just reading the comic panels out loud. Oh, it was so good. Hope you're okay, Shu. I'm off to find the lever.
You found the lever?
I'm working on it.
Oh.
I'm off to find it. Things are running away from me back up the hallway, so I just assumed that you were back there.
Yeah, I was gonna go check the other side.
Sounds good. I know. I'm looking forward to going to a bunch of these cons. Hopefully in the future. I don't even think I would be opposed to working a lot of them. Yeah, I'm not the world's biggest True Dungeon fan. It's fun every once in a while. But I don't know. Sometimes it's just you have to have the right group, I think. One year we went, the year that the girls joined us and most of the Brits came, and we all did a True Dungeon together. That was probably the most fun. Specifically because of one room, they had a 4x4 in the room. Like, that was the puzzle to get through the room. And we, like, looked at it, and they explained the puzzle, and we're like, oh, it's a 4x4. And went boop, 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 boop. And just, like, crushed it. Yeah, like I said, there's definitely a right True Dungeon and a wrong True Dungeon, that's for sure. On a shoe, I'm not finding the lever on my side.
Not either.
I'm checking the long way here. I found it. Jeez. Was it ever in the last bloody place to look? All right. Would you rather spend the next year exempt from taxes or have a 2-month paid vacation? Is that for the household? Or is that, is that just for me? Because if it's just for me, household or both, I'd rather have the no taxes. So right now, my income is very little. What did I do? What did I do? So, I don't really worry about or have any taxes right now.
Oh, come on.
Oh, yeah. Come on, Shoe. Stay. Oh, damn it. Alright. I found you, bro.
Magic missiles got me.
Magic missiles are the worst. Alright, are we clear? Alright, we're clear. Well, I definitely think whatever you take next life, you need to have the ability to magic missile or whatever. Yeah, I just mean if the household doesn't pay taxes, that's like a lot of extra money. I can almost just straight up buy my tiny house for that. Especially when you factor in property taxes, auto taxes, the income taxes. Like it adds up quick.
Ow! I'll take the vacation.
I mean, I'm not trying to loophole anything. I'm just merely saying that there are a lot more taxes out there than I think a lot of people realize. Sales tax every time you buy something. Yeah. Necessarily think people realize exactly how much of their money goes to the governments and their various projects. Especially if I was Canadian. Oh my gosh. So many clerics. I mean, can you imagine how much I'd bust my butt if I knew I had a year where I didn't have to pay taxes? Even just 1 year of not paying taxes, I would get like 2 full-time jobs and maybe a part-time. Like, I would be miserable for a year. It would be the worst thing. But just think how much extra money you would make. Oh my god. Just 1 year. I'll get her stone shoe. Just keep going. I got it. She hit the thing.
Notes coming off those archers saying that they've been sung to, and they're still shooting. broken stuff like that that annoys me.
We could get it on video and you can send it in as a thing. Would you rather have to eat 2 uncooked potatoes for lunch every day or 3 raw eggs for breakfast every day? Both of those situations are have to or get to. I like a raw potato, to be honest. I'm very Irish that way. But yeah, I keep trying to get myself in the mind space to drink raw eggs every day for breakfast. I don't mind it at all, really. It would probably be a lot healthier than a lot of options. My big thing is, if you think about how many eggs that is, it's a lot of eggs. And as a duck farmer, each egg is kind of expensive. I mean, I'm essentially paying around $1.75 an egg. No, that's not right. Yeah, it's pretty close, actually. By the time you figure in everything, yeah, it's probably close. Yeah, eggs are good. Eggs are really good for you. I said I'm a big fan of the duck eggs. To me, they're pretty worthwhile pets. Chickens obviously are much better if you can do it. Yes, but chickens are way meaner. But I would I mean, I loved my duck or my chicken eggs too. But the ducks are just pets of exceptional quality. They're just, per egg, they're more expensive. So a chicken has about 18 months of egg laying in it, where a duck is longer, but you get less eggs. You don't necessarily get an egg every day with the duck, where you basically do with the chicken. I will go right, and then the other side that you're not. Looks like you are behind me. So you go middle. He's probably middle. Yeah, it's middle. It's got to be middle. Seriously, not? Okay. Yeah, it was middle shoe. Alright, so the secret is always check this one, the second one, and then check the one at the end. Could be. It's the first one after the eggs. It's gotta be. How many days do you think it would take to eat an uncooked block of Spam equal to my weight? Probably a long time. Alright, it looks like it's this way. I mean, it would take me probably at least 2 years. I mean, I'm pretty good. Well, maybe not. Maybe I'd get like really crazy and eat a bunch at once. Can you turn Spam into jerky?
No.
Can you turn it into something like jerky? It's already a compressed pork product, right? You know, I bet there's a lot of ways you could use Spam if you're properly motivated. I'm gonna say...
But why would you want to make it like a jerky?
Because then I could just eat it.
Fry it up and eat it.
Yeah, I don't think I could eat that every day.
Fried Spam sandwiches. Or Spam and beans.
That's what I'm saying. I think there's probably enough things that you could do with it that you could spice it up a little bit. But it would to me, it would have to be something I can turn into a snack food to just eat crazily. All right. Where's the other? Let's see. Giant. Where's the other mage? Or the other cleric? Either one. Come on. There's a mage. I still don't see it physically anywhere. There's a cleric. Let's see if I can... There we go. There's another cleric. Shu, you kill that big giant, right? If I can get the dragon away, or do you want to do it the other way around?
Eric. Stunned. Nice.
These are all hunters and raiders. What are you? You must be just another raider. Here comes the named. Is it you or me?
I'll get him.
Okay. I will pull her away. And then I will help you at ranged. Shit. Go save Shu, please, cleric. Oh, that doesn't do any good with this. Just this one.
Must be a cleric. I just took 3 neg levels.
They're both over here on me. All right. Great job, Shu.
Tell her she sucks. We're gonna take her baby away.
I mean, with our luck, she'd spawn like 12 Reapers.
For dragon.
Yeah.
You'd spawn a spectral dragon.
That's fine. They can't hit us because we're corporeal. There you go, Sheer. Oh, those are exclusive, aren't they? No, they're not. The brain becomes more active the longer it goes without sleep. Putting an all-nighter can reduce the effects of depression. Huh. I never heard that before.
How many days do you think it would take you to eat an uncooked block of Spam equal to your weight? Allergic to Spam?
No, it's just like a way to figure out how much do you think you'll eat a day.
I could eat 200 pounds in a day. If I wasn't allergic to it.
It's going to take you a real long time then. Alright, which one do you want to do next, Shu? The one that I usually have the most difficulty with is Monastery of the Scorpion, because the infight is difficult to solo, but with two of us, it should not be very difficult at all. You should just be able to shield wall somewhere where I solve the puzzle. So maybe Monastery?
Sure.
Does anybody know Australia has a... So after the gun ban, getting an AR-15 in Australia became really difficult to do. So instead, an Australian gun manufacturer basically made a clone of it, except it's like infinitely better in every way. Does anyone happen to know the model of that gun or the manufacturer? Cabral and I were talking about it the other day. I don't know if you can get one in the US. If I had to get my back covered in tattoos, what would be my theme? Oh, probably comic books. You know what I say. So AR-15 is the scary black rifle that they sell in the U.S. Everyone and their uncle is trying to ban. And by everyone, I mean a bunch of kids and liberals. But in Australia, they successfully banned the AR-15 because there was like 12 of them. I was researching the gun ban, the Australian gun ban stuff, and they legitimately made a new... Is that it? Wedge tail? I knew it was something... That's it. Thank you. Yeah, Tobrilla was complaining, and I suggested we look into getting those. It's safe to hear. So, I was talking about it a little bit earlier today, and I shared it with my Facebook group. As Commander-esque formats go, I think I'm going to like it. So, my chief complaints with Commander is that the card pool is too big, because that's one of the things that I'm not good at handling, is the deck, the things that don't rotate. So I think that it'll be very good for me. But a lot of my guys don't, they just feel like it's a money grab by Wizards. Which, in my point of view, I'm like, what? That doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense for people calling it a money grab. I just don't see it. Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun, personally. Like, I don't... Again, from my point of view, I don't see how it's a money grab. Pushes casual players to buy more standard product. It does. But it also lets those same casual players that draft do something else with those cards besides just draft, or play the pre-release, or just play the sealed. Right? It adds additional value to the cards that you're already getting as a casual player when you go to play another kind of event. So, in my experience, most casual players will go to a pre-release, and unless they want something in particular out of there, you won't see them again. But they'll play like 4 pre-releases in a row, so they'll have a whole bunch of cards. Well, again, to me, it's just a matter of adding additional value to cards that are not top tier. Right? So, in Standard, if a card is either ultra expensive or it's kind of whatever. Yeah, I don't have any problems with them making extra product either, though. Like, it gives them something a little bit more, in my opinion, reasonable to put out. I don't know. I think it's a fine product. I really think it's probably 99% more the fact that they wanted some sort of way to appeal to Commander players in the arena format, in the arena game, and that those cards are not going, like, wide-ranging Commander cards are not going to be available in the arena for some time. Oh, thank you, Shu. I don't think we're... Well, we could. We might see some Brawl cards, but I doubt it. It also takes Planeswalkers in Standard that are not good enough. So, like, a Johnny is not good enough right now to do anything. And it gives them an opportunity to do something. Like, to me, it adds way more than it takes away. But I could be full of shit. I don't have to just play it and see. To me, right now, it feels way better than, like, Commander does, or... or Pauper, even. Well, that's just it. That's the thing that I don't think everyone seems to get. It's that it'll help people bridge the gap between Standard and Commander. At the same time, it takes the Commander players and help them bridge the gap into Standard. So, in my... you're solo. In my play circle, for example, at the arena, getting people to, like the Commander players, they don't go to tournaments. Even if I have a Commander tournament, they don't go to the Commander tournament. But, like, block doesn't do anything. So, why not have... I don't know. To me, this idea is appealing. And because it rotates and uses the standard banned and restricted list, it's very easy for players who are new or just kind of getting started in Magic to roll into that. I'm gonna go get these 2 traps, Shu, in case we don't come back. But yeah, I'm excited. And for me, it gives me a whole new life for the Saheeli Planeswalker. right? So I now have another reason to, like, I have 5 Saheelis. I have 4 in my modern deck and 1 extra not doing anything, and now I have a reason to keep all 5 of my Saheelis. So now I can build one of these Brawl format decks.
I hope I get the trap box.
Is there another one?
The one up here.
Well, we're already in Genius, and I'm not detecting another one.
The one, the one at the door to the drop down.
Okay, yeah, we'll get that. Fierce Fred taking the cheer lead, mother trucker. Like where your head's at. You see the box? Everything's clipping like hell for me.
It's over by the blue crystal.
This is like the worst part of this quest, is this one trap right here. And like figuring out the sweet spot to auto run into. Apparently I missed it. Alright, well, all the way down.
Hit the levers.
Sounds good. Bearded Fred, my friend. Clearly you're wise beyond your years.
Chest is now accessible.
I'm rubbing it, I'm rubbing it, I'm rubbing it, I'm rubbing it. Boom! Is that keen light crossbow any good? Just crap. I don't know. Again, I think I've told you everyone, well, I don't know about everyone, but I've definitely told you the reason why I don't like Commander, and it's because back in the way back when it was still like the Wild West of Magic, people did not understand. Thank you, Fred. Appreciate you. And hopefully we'll see you soon. I need to put you in the other supporter page. If I remember. But people basically crushed the fun out of Commander for me with infinite combos and all sorts of weird shenanigans where I don't have to worry about any of that in this. Because if there's an infinite combo in Standard, it can't be that bad. Like the worst possible one was the Saheeli Cat combo, which I didn't even think that one was all that bad, really. Because there was plenty of opportunities to engage with it, but, you know, I understand people not liking it. Again, I can see some of the downsides, like, oh, well, if there's, you know, once Domineera leaves, how many legends are there going to be? Like 12 in Standard at a time? But you get all the Planeswalkers and all the things. I don't know. I'm going to try it. I'm going to see if people are interested. I don't... Like, we have enough pushback right away that I don't think it'll happen. I'm kind of surprised that they didn't do do the as a modern format, but I think there's probably already enough pressure on modern that they didn't want to go bigger. So to me, it makes some sense to do what they did. But again, I think we're gonna learn that it's mostly because they wanted to have some sort of singleton format on the arena, and they're not gonna go back in time and add like pass cards. Yeah, but again, I don't think as a standard based singleton deck, it's not going to make as much money as people are giving it like credit for. Like, oh, it's going to just be all the money, but I just don't think so. You gotta be effing kidding me, Mom. All right, one more time. Put my Featherfall trinket on. Let's go. And if I'm wrong, I'll be happy to say that I'm wrong. But I liked the idea of tiny leaders. I understand why it didn't take off. But I still have my tiny leader deck built over here. I would play it if somebody said that they were down. And 100 cards is very intimidating for new people. 60 cards sometimes can be intimidated for people. I think they got to get over that, but 60 cards is a good number. I don't know. I think a lot of people who are Commander fans are judging it like, why don't you just play Commander then? I just don't think that. I think it's designed to do different things for different people. Shoo, I'm not seeing the lever. I think we can just turn around and go the other way. Well, they wouldn't... Go ahead. What? What's the matter, Shoo? Oh no, I can't get anything. I just think that I think it will make them money, but again, I think it's more of they want a format, and we'll see. I haven't downloaded the arena yet, but I hope to, and I'm hoping once I do, I'll have a better idea. But I bet it's because they want to have a singleton format, but they know it can't be Commander, and I'm sure it's because they don't want to go back and program in all the backlog of cards. I bet you that's 90% of the reasoning. And then someone went, oh wait, we want this singleton format, let's see what else we can do. They went, oh, well, we can push this in standard, and like they're trying to kill two birds with one stone. All right, found the lever. I don't know. I'm going to download it, or try to download it and see for myself. The Magic the Ametrine girls were streaming it tonight, so I'm going to try to check it out. Maybe check out their stream, but like I was playing and streaming whatever the other one was on Steam. Battlefields or
Probably
whatever.
Gonna call it after this one.
That's fair. It's one. I might do a little bit of Explorer or something, but then I'm probably gonna take off as well. I'm tired.
Here.
Yeah, but IBO Corporate's chill. I like them. I like them a lot. So what do we do that's not necessarily in sync? They have no credibility. I mean, I don't know. I still like them. I'd rather watch them play than
Some turned on too many levers.
I turned them all on. Yeah, I went crazy. I 100% admit it. I can never remember which ones I want and which ones I don't. Oh, shoot, like... Dude. Yeah, okay. I used to know. I used to be really good at this. See, I don't think I want that one. I think the rest of these are okay, though. Oh, no. The hell? I'm just getting, like, thrown part way up. Alright, definitely need yellow.
Lagging.
I can not get back up there again. Like I said, I have to try it. I want this one. I think that's the one that I want. Yeah, I don't think I like the blue one. I think that's the one causing me issues. Just pull the lever. Alright, shoe. What's the other one's name? I liked her the first couple of times I watched her, and then she like put out that article about basically that everything a man does at a Magic tournament is basically degrading to women. Well, that's part of the reason why I'm going to look at it today, because there's no reason for me to play a game if I can't stream it or whatever. So I'm going to take a look at it. Oh, I should wait. Should have, but I didn't. Alright, well. Good call, Sam. So, you know, here's something I haven't seen. Does Grimm's puzzle solver have this in it? Doesn't look like it. No, I like her. The one that's dating LSV right now. Yeah, Gabby Sparks. Like I said, I watched a couple of her streams 2 or 3 times, and uh-oh, the solver went down. I'm gonna have to remember how to actually solve the puzzle. Gross. Alright. What do you need, Shu? Well, she became better at Magic. Like the first couple of times I caught her stream, like she was just getting completely crushed. So at one point it was like me and 3 other people in the stream. So I started putting out draft picks and basically coaching through plays. And we won like 3 games in a like we went 3 out of 3 or whatever. I fixed her getting wrecked, basically. And well, that's just it. She's improved now, right? I gotta get a heal or something. Oh, I'm probably dead. She's probably dead too if I don't hurry. No, he's dead, right? Yeah, he's dead. Alright, let me stick you in the right spot. Oh, he's blocked there, of course. Alright, your hireling's up.
Haystack, you're an idiot.
Alright, are you ready to get up? Apparently I failed my scroll. can't tell if that landed.
Nothing landed.
They said I usually don't have a big problem with this quest. Usually. But then they changed it. And apparently the solver's gone. So now I'm struggling over the place. I missed the solver. Oh no. Please don't let him just stand there and kill me. Thank you. Oh jeez, I don't remember how to do those.
Looking at me. But I won't last long with no heals.
I'm trying. Got the guy on you? My heals are slow. Shit. I'm singing. Healing. Should be on you. No, never mind. She died. He died. Whatever died. Don't. Here, run. Just run. Don't stand in place. Bam.
Lag. Big Reaper.
Shit. Alright, get your plunder. Oh, also we got the corner chest. I don't have the opportunity to open it right now. I'm kiting everything around. But if you can grab it. Oh, it's still fucking locked? No wonder we had so much trouble. Let's go with the
Here,
name.
you can grab it. Come get this D door. There you go.
0 deaths, baby. You didn't even die.
I died 3 times.
Not according to the thingy. I didn't see it. I looked in the solver app and I did not see it.
I'm gonna go see if the see if I can get a gem.
Crucible Maze, Demon Queen, Enter the Kobold, Prove Your Worth, Litany Questions, Ghost of a Chance, Rune of Wheels, Shadow Crypt, Tower of Frost.
Skeletons are here.
Alright, I'm coming back in. It took me a minute to understand your question, your statement, while I was busy looking. Alright, I'm zoning in. Yeah, I don't see it in there. Unless I don't have the newest one. I went for an adamantine dagger. My Nightforge stiletto is on the edge of being broken a lot. Oh, yeah, I don't have that one anymore. I just have Grimm's now. Did you get one?
I did.
Alright, sweet.
Yeah, I love beef. The cubicle ninja one does.
Alrighty. I think with that though, guys, I'm basically going to take off. We went almost the full time. Plus we had that huge long stream earlier there in the day. I'm just beat. I'm going to finish watching Iron Man like off camera and then try to go to bed early.
Oh, that's really nice if you're not running Reavers. +6 Vorpal, Darkwood Great Club of Feeding. It's got Darkwood, Improve Vorpal, +6 Enhancement, Feeding, and Vampirism 2. That's a super nice Great Club. I actually might make a Great Club build next life to use that. It is min-level 20, but whatever.
Yep. I don't know. Do you have any other final thoughts, questions, comments, anybody, before I wrap things up? Again, I have high hopes for a lot of the projects that WotC is putting out. And I realize that they're probably being told by...
You ready to TR yet?
I'm close. Let me see where I'm at XP-wise here. I'm at 3.47, basically. So I'm basically 3.5, and it's 3.8, so about 300,000 K. So one more good night, and I should get there. Again, I'm not sure if I'll be streaming tomorrow, or I guess technically today. Said the wife is off and she let me stay home today, so we might go and do stuff tomorrow. To kind of make up for the fact that I didn't go with them to Wichita. So we'll have to play it by ear. If everything goes according to plan, though, I'll be here tomorrow night for Samius After Dark. After Friday Night Magic. So, as always, follow the Twitter feed, twitter.com/SamusGarobo for where we're going to go live. You can, of course, like, subscribe, follow here, and that will let you know via email whether or not we're going live. You can also check out the YouTube page if you'd like to watch this or past episodes. Thanks for all your help tonight, Shu.
No wonder I have so much crap in my inventory.
He's incredible thankful for giving me all my help. Alright guys, with that, I'm going to take off. You have a wonderful night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Toodles.